Abby, and as you can tell, today I'm going to do a get ready with me. I'm going to use the new Eyeliner, is that how you say it, palette that we received in our BoxyCharm. I figured that I might as well do a look with this eyeshadow palette because I'm just a normal girl who's not an expert at makeup. I am not a huge beauty blogger. Whenever I take out my eyeshadow palettes, I literally just make up an eye look. I don't watch tutorials or do anything like that to see how to use the palette. I just use it and see how I can create a look with it. So I figured maybe all of you or some of you are like me who doesn't really know what they're doing with makeup, but they like to create eye looks and they like to dabble in some color, and sometimes palettes like this can be a little bit intimidating, and I figured I might as well do an eye look with this, and maybe we can create something that all of us can wear and it won't be too crazy and too bright and too intimidating. So that's what we're gonna do today. I hope you guys are excited. I mean, I guess you could be excited, but my face is super red because it's red, and I already washed my face. My eyebrows are sort of put on my face, and I have a whole bunch of stuff in front of my face so that I can start this look. And I'm just gonna talk to you guys because I like to talk to you guys and do like a chatty get ready with me, just to, you know, talk and see how you guys are doing. So right now I'm going to put my primer on, and then I'm gonna put my foundation and concealer, and then we're going to do my eyeballs. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my Bare Minerals Primetime BB Cream Primer on. This has an SPF of 30 in it. The pump doesn't work, so I have to screw off the top and use it this way. So that's what I'm going to do. And I like this, especially in the summer, because when I use this in the summer, I can put this on my face and just go to the beach with just this primer on, and it gives me a little bit of SPF. Of course, I put some more on this because it kind of evens out my skin tone when I use it. And as of right now, my skin is so blotchy. I had like a little bit of a psoriasis flare up, and because of that, my skin is like dry in some spots and it's just a mess. So I figured I'm gonna use this to even out my skin tone before I put on my foundation. So it is Friday, and I don't think I'm getting any, like, if you can tell, I have psoriasis right here and I have psoriasis right here. I also have a little bit of psoriasis, like a little spot right here above my eyebrow. I have one right here, and I have some right here and right here. It's like a weird breakout that I got. Sometimes I just flare up because I flare up, and other times I flare up right before my period. So when you have psoriasis, you never know when it's going to show up, and it showed up. It showed up on my hands as well, which the only thing I cannot stand about my skin sometimes is that it shows up on my hands. It makes me so self-conscious. I don't know why my hands bother me the most. That's why I'm going to put this primer on them. But I don't know why it bothers me so much on my hands rather than my face. Maybe it's because I can cover up my face. With my hands, I feel like I can't cover them up. So I don't know. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. So today is Friday, and I don't think I'm doing anything this weekend. My daughter's swing set broke, so we have to fix the swing set. She was actually on it when the swing detached from the top of the chain. The screw that was holding one of the chains in came out, so that fell out, and she was swinging pretty good, and when she fell, she knocked the wind out of her. She scraped up her back pretty well. So that was really scary, and I never want that to happen again. So we're gonna fix that because I don't want that to ever happen again. So right now I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me in 125. This is my shade all year round. In the summer, I usually go up a few shades because I get tan because I'm always outside in the summer, especially at the beach. So, but right now I'm still at 125 because I haven't gone outside very much. No, I haven't. My birthday was on Tuesday, and I didn't do anything for my birthday. I bought myself a cake and sang happy birthday with my children for dinner. I made myself lasagna for dinner, And when I was little, I used to always ask, my mom would ask me what I wanted for my birthday dinner, and I always would say lasagna. So I still do that every year. I still make myself lasagna. Last year, I think I ordered pizza because I was like, I'm not cooking on my birthday. But this year, I was like, I want some lasagna. That could be why I actually have a flare-up going on with my skin, because whenever I have any sort of red sauce, like tomato sauce, I tend to have like a reaction to it with my skin because of the citrus. But when I have like an orange, like if I eat an orange, I don't have that reaction. So I don't know what it is about tomato sauce. But so that's what I did for my birthday. I didn't get any gifts for my birthday. I don't normally get any gifts for my birthday. My husband and I, like we do on Christmas and stuff, we get each other gifts, like small gifts. But for my birthday, I never really ask for anything because all of the birthdays in my family are in March. So like my husband, my kids, and a lot of my siblings and nieces and nephews are in March. So we spend so much money on everyone's birthdays that when it comes to June, summer is about to start. I have a mirror behind me, that's what I'm looking at. Summer's about to start, and I always feel guilty spending any extra money around this time of year. So I never, when, like if anybody asks me what I want for my birthday, I never say I want anything. I'm trying to get that little spot right there of psoriasis. All right, so I think I'm almost done with my foundation. I don't really have much to do today. Yesterday I thought I didn't have anything to do, and then because I was getting ready for a video, and then my daughter called me from school. I had to, well, the nurse called me from school, so I had to go to my daughter's school, and then I had to run out to the store and then go back to the school. So by the time I sat down to do my video, my makeup was such a mess. It really was. It was such a mess. But anyway, all right, so my foundation is on my face. Yes, it is. So now we are going to do concealer. Look at how cute this cup is. I got this at the dollar store. It says, be brave, go your own way. You can go your own way. Go your own way. All right, so I'm gonna use the Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. It's light diffusing, peptide infused, and paraben free. This is a very light shade. This is fair neutral. Super, super, super light, but it does highlight around the places that I need. So I just use a little bit like this. And then, don't I look good? I go in with the other Naked one that I have, and this is the light medium. I'm running out of my the Tarte Shape Tape. I always mess that up. So, and I'm running out of this as well. I need to go buy more, but I don't want to spend the money at all. So anyway, I just kind of dab this along as well, kind of mix these two together. I don't know if I'll even have enough to do that, but I just kind of mix the colors together like this. I always get so stressed out around this time of year, especially because summer's about to start, and my kids are going to be home, and then they're going to be bored some days because they're going to be home doing nothing, and that makes me always feel so bad. But I have to remember that kids don't always have to go out and do something. Like, they don't always have to. It would be nice, but they don't have to. It's okay to have some days in the summer where they do nothing and just hang out at the house. We do have a pool, so they do go in the pool. They're asking to go in the pool all the time now. I just put concealer all over my brow, and y'all know I colored that brow in. So now I'm gonna have to recolor it in. I did get the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer from the drugstore yesterday because I needed a new brow pencil, and my NYX that I always use they didn't have it in stock. So I got the dark brown, I think this is it. Let me see. Brunette, and I got this, but this one is very hard. Anyway, this is like a very hard one. So when I first started to use it, I had to like scrape my skin off just to get it to work. All right, so now that we put on foundation and concealer, I'm going to put on some powder And this is the Naked Medium Light Naked Skin Ultra Definition Pressed Finishing Powder. And this is in the color Naked Medium Light, and it's the Urban Decay. And it looks like this. I've had this for quite a while, and for some reason I haven't used it. I'm not really sure why I never really used it, but I have had it for quite a while. So I'm gonna use it today and see if I like it. Oh, I wish I brought my color switch. I'm gonna grab that in a minute. So I just like to kind of just lightly tap it into my skin, kind of just set the foundation, because I don't like when I'm doing like my makeup and my skin feels tacky. I don't know, I just don't. So I like to just press in this powder, and then while I do my eye look, it can set in, and then it will be ready for concealer. I mean, it'll be ready for any sort of powder products that I'm gonna put on next. Like, you know, bronzer, blush, all that good stuff. So if I'm doing my makeup, like if I'm going to the store and I want to put on a full face makeup, this is exactly what I do. Every step that I've done so far is exactly what I do. I don't usually change up my makeup routine. Let me go get my color switch because I'm going to regret it if I don't. Okay, I got my color switch. I have my coffee still. It is still warm. And we're going to use this palette today. Yesterday when I was doing my BoxyCharm, I thought this was like a base shade, but it is a shimmer, so I'm not going to start with this palette. I'm going to start with a regular, like a neutral base shade, so I can kind of like build up my look, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to use my Lorac Pro eyeshadow palette number 3. I'm going to use this for our base shade. Lorac is one of those, I don't talk about Lorac shadows very often, but I do really like Lorac shadows. I dig into this palette quite often, but today I'm just going to use this. I'm going to use this shade right here as a base. And this is the shade Pink Nude, and I'm just going to color switch this brush real quick. And this is the Morphe E27, and I'm just going to put this shade all over my lid so that I can create a base. I just figured I might as well try this palette while on a video, because I feel like a lot of us are like me, and we don't really have like a background in makeup. We're not like these big makeup gurus. We kind of just pick up a palette because we think it's beautiful, or we get it in a box, and then we're like, holy shit, what are we gonna do? We have no idea how to do a makeup look. So I figured I might as well at least try to do a makeup look with it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But at least you guys can watch and see me either fail or succeed in a colorful look, because most of you guys taught yourself how to do makeup like I did, and I think that there should be more people that make videos that say like, look, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm going to learn with you guys, and that's what I'm gonna do today. All right, so now that I have my base shade on, I am going to, I'm a little nervous. Like, I feel like a nervousness inside my chest tickles. I'm going to, I think I'm just gonna build that orange color up in my crease and then maybe do the green with it. What do you think? You think that's a good idea? I don't know. We'll just go with it and see what we do. All right, so I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild brush. It came in a set, so I don't know what this one is, but it's just a fluffy crease brush, and I'm just going to dip into the Tropico. It's that orange, and start. Oh, that is pigmented. And just kind of build it up. So what do you guys think about the music that I've been playing in front of my videos lately? Do you think that it's a good idea? Does it make you guys feel good when you turn on my video and there's a song? Like I think sometimes I really believe that music kind of like sets your mood sometimes, and I want you guys to, when you're in my videos, watching my videos, I want you guys to feel good and want to keep watching my videos. So I kind of want to start it off in a good way, and I thought like maybe playing a little bit of music in the beginning would be good. So let me know what you guys think about that, because I love music. And if I wasn't making a video and I was just doing my makeup in my room, I would either be listening to music or listening to a book. That's what I normally do. So I figured I might as well do that with you guys. All right, so I am building this color up. It's beautiful. So I really don't know what I'm doing, but we're just gonna build it just a little bit more. And then I'll do my other eye. That built really nicely. It's beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful color. Kind of want to just tap it very lightly because I feel like just this part of my eye is skipping a little bit. I have that problem a lot. Like my eyeshadow skips right here. It's just like a weird spot in my eye. On my eyelid. Alright, so I'm going to do the other side of my eye. I'm going to do the other lid. Alright, so I built the orange, the Tropico, up into my crease and all over my lid. I don't know why I did. It's so dark, but I did. So now I'm going to take a little brush, another little brush, and I'm just going to take something like this. This is the Luxie tapered blending brush, the 229, and I think I'm going to dip into the red. This might be something I'm going to regret later. And I'm just going to put it on the outer corner of my eye. Just to kind of darken it up a little bit and make, like, just to put more definition. And kind of bring it up just a little bit up here. Like that. These shadows are so easy to work with that, like, it's kind of like making me love them so much because they are so easy to work with. All right, so now that I have a little bit of red on, I'm going to put on the rest of my eye. I'm going to use the color Celia, and that is this. Should I do Celia? You know what, I think I'm going to use the El Malecone. It's right here, the gold. It's this gold from yesterday. I remember when I swatched it, I couldn't believe how beautiful it was. So I'm going to use the gold. I've seen so many people using the greens and the blues that this time I think I'm going to use the gold. I haven't seen many people use that. So I'm going to take this Marabella concealer brush. I always use this for my shimmer shadows, especially if I'm going to wet them, because it just gives a great smooth application. And I'm going to dip into the El Malecone, and first I'm going to use it dry and see how it does, and then I'll wet my brush. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. It's not a gold, it's like a green gold. I am shooketh. All right, so I'm gonna wet my brush now just to see what the difference is, but you do not need to wet your brush. Like, there is no reason to wet your brush because it is so beautiful and so pigmented, but we're gonna wet it anyway. Oh, good Lord. Oko, don't you see that I'm trying to record? I am making a video. Quiet down, child. That is beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna do my other eye. This is so pretty and I barely have any fallout. Like, so pretty. I'm just gonna wipe this up like that. And I'm going to just take a little smudger brush and blend in where I need to blend. This is where I have trouble when I do an eye look. It's really hard for me to kind of like blend the edges in to make them not look like so straight lined. I always have trouble doing that, but I'm gonna try really hard today to blend, blend, blend. Let's blend. All right, so I think I'm gonna use one of these brushes because this is like a really small, kind of fluffy-ish brush. I'm gonna dip back into that red. Let's try this. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit of that orange and a little bit of the red and just blend it into my crease so everything looks like it's all blended and beautiful. All right, so that's what I came up with for my eyes. I think it's really, really pretty. I feel like I skipped a spot right there and right here, but I think it's so pretty. I'm going to do my bottom lash line. I have hair all over me. I'm gonna do my bottom lash line and I'm gonna take, where is it? This little brush right here. This is the Morphe M431. I didn't realize I had so many Morphe brushes. But anyway, we're gonna just dip into the colors that I used and put them on my bottom lash line. So I'm gonna start with the orange and then go with the red and then do the gold. All right, so now that my eyeshadow is done, I don't know how it's gonna look once I put on my mascara, my eyeliner, but hopefully it will turn out good. I'm gonna just kind of clean up my face a little bit, get whatever fallout I have going on, and then I'm going to add something in the inner corner. So I was thinking I'm gonna put the shade La Costa in my inner, I just scratched my face, in the inner corner of my eyes. I'm going to use this tiny little Wet n Wild brush that I don't know the number for, and I'm just going to kind of smudge it out a little bit. Sometimes I like to bring up the shimmer, if I'm doing like an inner corner shimmer, up a little bit into my darker circles so that maybe it will cover it up a little bit. Does it work? I'm not really sure, but I like to feel like it does. Okay, so I'm gonna put my mascara and my eyeliner on and then I will be right back. Be the one that saves me. Guys, now that I have my mascara and my eyeliner on, I think that the eye look turned out pretty good. I do want to add a little bit of something under my brow bone. So what I'm going to do is go back into the color La Costa that I put on my inner corner. I'm going to put that underneath my brow. So I just need a small little brush to do that. I think I'm just going to use this Luxie 237. I'm just going to put that underneath my brow. So I'm just need a small little brush to do that. I think I'm just going to use this Luxie 237. I'm just going to put that underneath my brow. So I'm just need a small little brush to do that. I think I'm just going to use this Luxie 237. I'm just going to put that underneath my brow. So I'm just need a small little brush to do that. I think I'm just going to use this Luxie 237. I'm just going to put that underneath my brow. So I'm just need a small little brush to do that. I think I'm just going to use this Luxie 237. I'm just going to put that underneath my brow. So I'm just need a small little brush to do that. I think I'm just going to use this Luxie 237. I'm just going to put that underneath my brow. So I'm just need a small little brush to do that. I think I'm just going to use this Luxie 237. I'm just going to put that underneath my brow. So I'm just need a small little brush to do that. I think I'm just going to use this Luxie 237. I'm just going to put that underneath my brow. So I'm just need a small little brush to do that. I think I'm just going to And I'm just gonna lightly put it under my brow. I actually really like this eye look. Now, I'm not saying it looks fantastic or I did an amazing job. I'm just saying, personally, I like the way it looks. But it just goes to show that, like, any of us crazy people can get an eyeshadow palette that is this bright and this vibrant and make it work. So I just want to brighten this up a little bit right here. I just want to kind of just, I don't know, do a look with this palette so that you guys could see if it really was as good as everyone was saying. Sometimes I feel like when beauty bloggers or anybody like that, they're friends with the owners of these makeup companies that come out, we're all like, does it really work that well? Is it really that good? I trust Kathleen Lights when she does talk about products. I always have, but she is really good friends with Gabby, and of course she's gonna like her friend's makeup. So I wanted to try it and see if it is really that good. And guys, it is really that good. Yes, it is. It's a beautiful palette. The only thing I don't like is when my eyeliner gets like in my waterline right here. I hate it. Drives me nuts. All right, so now we are going to dip into some ColourPop bronzer, which I hit pan on and it's almost gone. And I want to buy another one, but I don't want to spend the money on it. And I think I'm going to dip into the number 7 bronzer that I have. This is in the shade Maple. And it looks like this. So I'm going to just dip into both of these. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild brush that I have. I don't know the name of it because it came in a pack. And I'm just going to dip into both of them and lightly tap it off. And I'm just going to just add very lightly some bronzer up here. Just give my face some definition up here. Is that what it's called? Definition? I'm not sure. Color? Let's just give it some color. I need to dye my hair again. Somebody asked me in one of my videos that I just put out if I colored my hair natural, if I colored my hair because it looked like it was a blue black in the video, and yes, I do. I color my hair black. I usually do the blue black. It's a L'Oreal hair dye. It's a permanent hair dye, and I usually dye it that same color every single time, and I dye it blue black. I naturally have very dark brown hair. In the summers it used to get lighter like most people's, but I started dyeing my hair black about like right before I started my YouTube channel. Actually, I always had it just brown, or I would dye it like a deep red, brown red, so like when it would hit the sun it would look red. But I stopped doing that because, I don't know, I wanted to change, and I really love my hair color. I love my hair black. I love I don't know, I just like the way it looks, so I continue to do it. I also dye my hair because I started going gray in high school. I started getting like really gray hair in high school. Not my full head of hair, but like I would get like gray streaks in it. So I started dyeing my hair when I was in high school, all different colors. Nothing like crazy. I'm not like brave enough to do that, but I did start dyeing it in high school. I've heard a lot of people say that dyeing their hair has like ruined their hair, but I never have had that problem. I don't know why it doesn't ruin my hair. I've never had issues with my hair. It does get, you know, dry on the ends and split ends, but since I cut it myself most of the time, I've never had an issue of damaged hair. So, but I do dye my hair. I'm also going to real quick put some banana powder underneath of my eyes just to brighten it up a little bit. I remember when I got this banana powder from Lola, and I was like, what the heck is banana powder? Well, now I know what it is. I had so many of you say, banana powder is to brighten up your under eyes. It does brighten your under eyes, that's for sure. Okay, so now that I have banana powder on, I'm going to use the Pretty Vulgar Make Them Blush in the color Hush Blush. We got this in our BoxyCharm as well. and I'm going to use this shade right here. And I need a blush brush, so I'm going to use the Morphe R14 for blush. Morphe brushes are so hit and miss. Some of them like shed so much. Like I have so many Morphe brushes that just shed so badly, and it makes me hate their brushes. But then you get some really good ones and you're like, oh, they're not that bad. I always put blush on the exact apples of my cheeks right here. And I love to add like a lot of it. Especially when I do a video, because I feel like blush doesn't come up in your videos for some reason. All right, now I'm gonna do some highlight. And what I've been doing lately for my highlight, a lot of you have commented on it. I take the Becca or the Ofra Rodea Dry, but today I'm gonna take the Becca Prosecco Pop, and I'm going to take my highlighting brush, the one that I've received in my Ipsy that I am obsessed with. I love this brush. I have a hair on my lip. This is by Miss Glam. SL Miss Glam. It's the L36 brush, and this is such a great highlighting brush. And I just swirl in the pan around like this because I made such a dent. Now I'm trying to get like the sides not to be dented, and I just lightly touch this on my cheeks like this. So it gives me like a little bit of a glow, not like too crazy. So I tap it on, blend it in, and then I do a little bit right here, like that, so my nose doesn't look like Rudolph the Gold-Nosed Reindeer. And then I take this ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Glitter, and this is in the color Felicity. This broke, like the actual product fell out of it, so I'm a little disappointed in that, but it doesn't really matter because I use my fingers anyway. So it looks like this. And what I do is I tap my finger in it because it is very, very glittery. And you only need a tiny little bit, and then I go like this. Very, very lightly. And it just adds like the perfect amount of like a tiny little bit of, it's a perfect amount of highlight, but it's like a little bit of glitter, and I just think it's so pretty. And I just leave that on my cheeks like this. And it stays all day, especially if I set it. All right, so now I'm going to do my lipstick, and I only brought out 2 shades and a gloss, so I'm not really sure why I did that, but I have the shade Layover by ColourPop, and it looks like this. Looks like this. So I thought maybe that would look pretty because of my eye look. Or I have Lumiere, which I really love this shade. So what do you think I should do? Should I do... Lumiere has more of like a pink undertone, and I think I'm going to do Layover and put some gloss on top of it. So let's do that. Because I think it might be too much if I do too bright of a lip. So there's my lipstick, and let's put a little bit of gloss on there. And there's my lipstick. So what do you think, guys? Do you like this look? Let's zoom in a little bit. Cut my head off just a tiny little bit. All right, so here's my face. What do you think? Do you like the eye look? I think that the shadows blended amazing. I think that the colors are vibrant and beautiful. You can do a crazy bright look, or you could do a look just like this that's like more like everyday. I just wanted to show you guys that like a palette like this, as intimidating as it looks, it's not that intimidating. I feel sometimes I get really intimidated by a lot of eyeshadow palettes, and especially eyeshadow palettes with vibrant colors, but you can make a look that looks pretty good. So I just wanted to show you guys that today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to bring you guys back down to normal. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys are having a really great day. I hope your weekend is fantastic. Thank you so much for just hanging out with me and letting me chat and chat your ears off. I love you guys so, so much. Leave in the comments down below what kind of videos you want to see next. Do you want to see another get ready with me, that I do a different eye look with the colors here, or do you want me to take out another palette? Let me know. I love you guys so much. I know I already said that. I hit 5,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? I still can't believe I hit 1,000. So 5,000 is crazy to me. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great, great weekend. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Gonna make his way home. It's got a face. What would it look like? And what you wanna see?